Mary Hardin-Baylor going to Salem.
Jackson tackled inbounds by Brian Groves, junior from Stowe, Ohio. Clock keeps running until the time is called. There you see Fanene. Big defensive lineman. You don't come into this game thinking I might have the clinching interception, but that might be what winds up going into the books.
Well, two things to keep in mind now. If you're Mount Union, you had to use another timeout, so you've got one more remaining. You'd like, ideally, you have to get a stop. You may get the football back, but it's going to be a limited amount of time. So if I'm Mary Hardin-Baylor, I've got to keep the ball in the middle of the field if possible. Try to get the clock to run. No mistakes. Secure the football. Make Mount Union use another timeout, and hopefully maybe you can convert on third down, and then you can go to Salem. This game's not over yet. What were they telling us today? 164, 154 consecutive times that Mount Union's had a lead at halftime or been ahead if they hadn't lost a game. So many different numbers rolling in my head. It's been a lot.
They've not lost a road game since 1994. Jackson's primary goal there, hold on to the football and get down to make Mount Union use another timeout.
This should be their last one.
And indeed, it is their final timeout. So if Mount Union stops Mary Hardin-Baylor on third down, they should get the football back with time on the clock. But where they are on the football field, would it behoove Mary Hardin-Baylor to run a fourth down play and just chew up that much more clock?
Thinking that very thing. You got to think that, let's say they run a fourth down play and are stopped. They get the ball back with maybe 25 seconds, something in that neighborhood, a little give or take.
And from here, even if you punt, what are you going to pick up? 10 or 15 yards?
And then you always run the risk of you rolling in the end zone, the touchback, you start at plus 20. I think if you're Mary Hardin-Baylor, this is two, and see what we can get out of this one.
They give to Miller. He secures the football and goes down at the 32-yard line.
Our play clock has started 1:23, actually, when I noticed it.
Deshaun Redmond, the tackle, senior from Steubenville, Ohio. And certainly the crew in no hurry whatsoever. Dwayne Thompson has come onto the field, the backup running back. And it appears Pete Fredenberg might use a timeout when the play clock gets down to 1.
So they would run the play on fourth down. It would be about 30 seconds, maybe, some in that neighborhood. Takes some time.
And there's the timeout to bring up fourth down and 4. So if you're Mary Hardin-Baylor, what do you run here on fourth down?
Something smart and safe. I mean, I would be shocked, totally shocked, if you threw the ball. I think you try to run it, you get a toss. You know, they've had success with jet sweeps, getting in sure-handed players. Under no circumstances do we take anything outside. We don't want to risk being bumped out of bounds. And if you're Mount Union, you've got to be a sure tackler. First guy hits him, second guy strips him. They're going to bring the punt team in.
And remember, you got your senior captain, who is the punter, Baylor Mullins, their star defensive player, one of the semifinalists for the Gallardi Trophy. So the football is going to be in good hands here.
Going to bring the house.
From the Mount Union 45, he's going to throw. He's got a man, and it's complete.
Kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Trenton Incline with his first reception. A humongous play for Mary Hardin-Baylor.
Fourth down, long yards. They bring the house. You told it. We talked about their ability for Mullins to make a play. Watch this. Slings it like a second baseman corner on the double play. Incline, his first catch. He'll never forget it.
No. And that's why you have the football in the hands of your first-team All-American.
Guess who?
Well, I can tell you guess who. Baylor Mullins.
What a call.
And for the first time in 12 years, it won't be Mount Union playing in the Stag Bowl. Mary Hardin Baylor takes out the defending national champs, and the crew will be in the Stag Bowl next Friday playing for the national championship.
I don't know if I've seen a better 14-12 ball game than this one. These players made plays defensively. What a call on fourth down to end the game. The emotion, the class, the history of both schools. Congratulations to Mary Hardin.